something.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think we'll get started. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Hillary Mercer. I am the Education Manager for the Grand Park Music Festival. And on behalf of the festival, I am so excited to welcome you to our first Visiting Masters program of the 2021 season, a long-awaited Masterclass after a whole year off. So, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We are so thankful to have wonderful guest artists like Joyce Yang joining us this season. We get to take advantage of a wonderful opportunity to work with great community partners and music schools like the ones that we have today, and provide this opportunity for young students that will hopefully be on our stages one day as well. So today we are really excited to present 3 young students for you who will be working with Joyce Yang, and we will get started right away. Joyce just wanted to say hello real quick. So welcome, Joyce Yang.
And I just wanted to welcome you all for being here. Thank you for spending this time with me. I look forward to hearing the 3 pianists, and just find yourself in music. Don't be nervous. I am playing every note with you, but we're all here for the same reason, to make the best and the most beautiful music making possible. So look forward to hearing you, and best wishes. Thank you. I remember this fondly. This was one of my first Bach pieces, and we have so many gorgeous pieces for the harpsichord, but translated so well to a modern instrument. So you have an exciting road ahead. I hope you're excited. Okay, first thing, you sit very, very low. Did you make it to this height, or was it like that when you? Okay, let's make it taller, because this is how I sort of know the chair is too low, the bench. If I put my hands on the keys, and I like to have it sort of parallel. So if you're like this, if you feel like your elbows are sinking, for me it's like this is way too low. I feel like I'm on the floor. So I'm just gonna adjust it to the height I think would be right for you, and tell me how it feels. This is exercise. Okay. Something like that. Now try. Yeah, and then when you put your this is sort of straight now, right? You don't feel like you're collapsed onto the ground. Let's just play the first maybe 2 lines one more time. Let me see if the sound changes at all. Great. You know, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's a little more resonant. I think you have a very beautiful sound. For me, just the articulation in the beginning, we're just introducing what's going on. No, 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 pum, 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 pum. I want to really make a difference between the 16th notes and then the 8th. So for me, I would play, I want the bum, or if you're adding trill, bum, 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 to be the exact same length. Can you just play these 8th notes and maybe try it with gap in between? Yes, a little bit faster. Yes, and we always like to collapse on our thumbs as pianists. This is always the intruder that makes louder sounds than all of the other fingers. Now, let's go pum, 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 pum. So instead of going down, let's go to not so loud in the beginning. Yes, much better. And let's add the 16th notes before that. So you do 4, 5, like that fingering. So let's use the same fingering and just play that. Yes, and don't be afraid to make, I know there's no dynamics here, but you know, it's a very simple and beautiful introduction. So instead of going, ta-da-da-da, sing it like you're a singer, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. So instead of light touch like this, a little bit heavier. Yes, good, good, good. And let's play the next measure. Same deal, maybe just a little bit louder because we've traveled to the higher side of the piano. Yes, that's good. I think for me that sounds much better. So try it with the separation in the left hand at home. It's gonna feel weird in the beginning because of the articulation. Oh, try it now. It feels different, right? Yeah. Yeah, very often in Bach, there has to be sort of different articulation in different hands, and when it gets more complicated, within one hand, you want your thumbs to be more separate and then more lyrical on top. So those challenges are gonna come, and that's a hard thing to do suddenly, so just work on it, because the left hand's gonna be more legato than the right hands. And when there's like a running 16th note, I like to phrase them a little bit. Oh, you have the same phrasing. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I like to go, and then I, and then that goes up. So so it's, when we go down, it's step by step. And then when we go up, we're going, so it's a little bit more textured, I think, and then when it comes down, it's a little bit more smooth. Can you think about that and just play the right hand? Yeah, I like that. I like that you went up a little whenever, we went up the keys, and then just follow the natural arc. I think that's working very well. Okay, so second half of this, the important thing here for me and what makes it beautiful and kind of truly interesting is that your left hand and your right hand are two different people. They're having a conversation, and they have to kind of react to each other. I know it's sort of difficult separating yourself into two parts and then having them talk to each other. But I feel like as pianists, we always have to do that because we make more than one sounds at a time, unlike a clarinetist, for example. Let's examine the left hand here. So I circled these three notes. It's a G, it's an A, and a B flat. Each measure, left hand wants to climb up and get closer to the right hand. Right? Can you just play that? Yeah, 3 measures. So you see, first one is, that's the first one with the G on top, and then level 2, and then level 3. It has to go up, and you have to sort of tell the audience that we are getting closer and closer to the right hand. And so I need that to maybe do it by a little bit dynamic. Of course, this was not written for a modern instrument, so like all kinds of pianos and fortes that we can do here didn't exist. But we are gonna get a little bit louder just to show people that there are steps. It's all maybe within piano or mezzo forte or whatever you want. But can you think about those steps a little bit and be level 1, 2, 3. Can we try that? That's so good. I hear the tears now before they were all flat. Yeah? And it makes sense because we got to level 3, and when we get a little bit louder, we have more energy in the air, which makes the third one travel even longer. You know, this one has a fuel now because it grew, and then it can travel, 16th notes keep, you're sort of feeding the energy. So think about it that way. And I always like to notice when there is like a gap within running notes. Usually a gap signifies something kind of expressive for me. So EXP is expressive. So let me get on the piano for a sec. So this really doesn't need to be here. It can just go back down, but so enjoy that leap. It's like Bach saying, take a leap, take a chance. And I really need that to be really sing for me. Can you start wherever it's easy and give me a big something there? Yes, good. And I know that A arrives in 4th finger, and 4th finger is the opposite of the root thumb. It's always weak. It's always going to conk out on you. So if you're jumping to number 4, you have to give it extra weight, sort of more weight on your right leg and have it connect to your 4th finger. Can you just play this? And feel it from your leg. Yes, good. And you can go. Can you play that? Better, good. And let's go one more time from this measure. Yeah, good. Something like that. I know it feels awkward right now, but really I shouldn't sing ever. Apologies. I should only sing with my fingers. Yeah. Really work on, sort of doing something a little bit expressive there. And then the next line, I think, is my favorite. I'll show you why. This can be so many things. And then, so right hand is sort of, it's not a question, but it goes, it sort of is lingering. It's an open sentence, and then left hand goes, which brings us to this chord, and then right hand replays. Exactly in D minor. And then left hand goes, runs away to the next chord, and then right hand gives in again. It's like, okay, left hand, I'll go with you. And then it's a conflict again. Are we back to C major? So I feel like there are two lines that are just like, are you going to go there? And then left hand goes, no, I want to go here. And right hand goes, okay, I'll come with you. And left hand goes, no, I changed my mind, I'm going to go here. So they're not one thing. You have to really feel like they're having a conversation. Did you ever think about that there are two hands are sort of two characters?
Yeah, I didn't think about like the chords though and how they're like conversing that way.
Oh, good. Okay, so with that in mind, let's try just one more time from there. That's why the ending is so satisfying, because they're sort of like doing this, and then finally they come together and it's like C major, and then we end. So, enjoy that journey. Whatever it is, ask yourself each measure when you play, is it like which one's the question mark and which one, where does it go? Just think about slightly different scenarios, and it might be fun, and then you'll figure out exactly what you want to do. But for me, that was much more interactive than before. It just sort of, I felt like you had multiple ideas going on. The second beats are hard because it's da 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 da. So make sure those are even technically, like that one. Can you just play that with the left hand? Good. Actually, it's really good. Let me just hear the left hand. Okay, so it's right now, you're sort of like very careful when you play. It's very like little spider, it's like, it's almost, you're tickling the piano, but good. Next one. And then let's make sure it's so good. Next one. Okay, that was a little, there was something in there, a little speed bumps. One more time. Good. Yes, it's so much better now. As soon as you start listening, you're evening it out. Like, you don't even have to practice. You just have to listen. And so yeah, work on it really one hand at a time. And what do you think you're gonna do? Like, do a little less, and then more at the end? That's one choice. So I'll give you a couple options. Maybe this is too daring, but. my smallest low point was somewhere around here, the third one out of 4. Or you can do it in the fourth one. Just come down 4, 3, 2, 1. Before it was 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. So it's all very subtle. You don't want to do too much, but you can't just pedal in the same place over and over. So this is option 2. That's more smooth. My hands are lumpy too, but I haven't practiced this in a long time. So just think about it. Are you going to come down and then grow from here and then cadence in C major? Or do you want to do something interesting in the middle and then come up a little bit sooner? These are sort of like the things you can think about. Of course, Bach didn't signal it, but it's all in the energy level, not really in the dynamics. And we can always sort of vary those depending on how you feel, how you interpret a score that's sort of coming down in pitch or that are repetitive. So yeah, give that a thought. And yeah, I think you're well on your way. Thank you for playing. wonderful. You have a very big dynamic range. I think what I really would like to work on is a more singing, softer dynamic. You have lots of pianissimo that are truly, truly quiet. But you know, I feel like, I'm like, please sing a little bit more. You know, it gets to such a small sound that what it loses is its storytelling. When you whisper, you have to whisper with so much intent. Softer you get, more meaning it has to carry. I think, I always think of like the middle of like a fruit, like an avocado pit. You know, there in a fruit there is that center, you know, that's or like in a cell there's the nucleus, and I want just a little more light coming out of the middle instead of a very sort of ho 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 kind of sound. I want just a little more chest voice in all the soft things. Okay, we look at, and thank you for memorizing it. This plays tricks on you. This is like so many surprises, and it comes to a halting stop. And he's always there is a lot of mischief and humor, and so many changes going on. So it's Haydn sometimes it's hard to keep track. So good job memorizing it. So from the beginning, instead of, I kind of heard sort of the bottom and the top to be the same. It needs to be voiced a lot more. Ta-da-dum. Can you just play the top ta-da-dum without the bottom? Oh, the E I can't hear. I hear ta ta-da-dum. Yes, next one. Ta-da-yum. Don't second guess the last note. So it's not, yeah? Yes, and dum bum bum. Yes, good. Yum bum bum. Good. Can I just hear that much? Just the right hand with the bottom note now. Still can't hear the E. Good. Thank you. Yes. And this one, I think it can be. Yes, good. Good. Now, it needs at least that much sound, yeah? Because this is kind of, I mean, it's piano, but it's in E minor. It's so dramatic. And it's going to come to a halting end. And I don't want it to be like a train that's slowly getting, you know, slower. Da ya dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum pa ya dum. It should be a surprise. Don't give us the, you know, and by getting too soft, sometimes you can give it away. And here, you like to go pum 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 pum, but I kind of like if you gave that to a cello part, they will probably really enjoy all of it. Pum 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 instead of pum 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 pum. That's a very, it's fun to do that on the piano, but think orchestrally. Just play the left hand for me. Pum 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 pum. And can you try once going to the end? Dum pum 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 with an accent. Yes. And now one last request. Whenever there is an octave, you have to think about which is the leading note. So for me, in Haydn, I would go not in Prokofiev, maybe the bottom, but just because if you do that, just a little more pressure on your thumb, it's more sounds more like a voice, pum 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 pum, instead of like timpani, So maybe just try it once. Just do that for me. Okay, and you don't have to go pom, just go pom, 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 pom. Yes, good. Yeah. Don't hesitate. Sometimes at the end of notes, you go to round the edges, and just sometimes just going right for it will be just fine. Let's go from here. Same deal. Right hand, I need it much more voiced, and what really bothered me is 2 measures after that. With voicing in mind, let's play it one more time. Let's see what it turned into. Yeah. So I need much more of a division between right hand. So, not the 2 lines of, like I hear the 2 lines sort of trying to interrupt each other. Have it be two separate. Much more in the top. Is that possible? You can go much slower. Can we just try these 3 measures? I guess that's a typo in my score. They have E natural. It's an E flat. You're probably right. That sounds good. But yeah, that worked better. This is hard because of that 1-1. Again, it's the evil thumbs. Be careful at the pom pom. There's a D E. That's when you can be actually really quiet. One more time. Oh. So, I need, if you do that, it can't sing. So, pa, lots of weight. That's it. That's a little. It's getting there. Just work on it slowly, so it's very, very smooth and all connected. I would just end strong. Can you go from here? So pum pum pum. So now I hear an accent. Pum pum pum. So instead of, don't go down, just go dry and up. So can it be a little bit shorter instead of, it's a little sticky, but yes, good. No less than that. I don't want this to be togo 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 togo. I want this to be togo 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 tom pum pum pum. One thing, yeah? So don't shy away there. And I like this crescendo. You get, play this for me. Okay. Okay. First thing. that should be there just completely equal in every dynamic. Not less accent in the beginning. Pum, 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 pum. Can I just hear the left hand? This is too loud. It goes, don't collapse on it. Boom, boom. Good. Yeah, good. Now they're uniform. Let's add the right hand. Yeah. So this is only a surprise if you don't give it away. So, okay, let me try to do it. This is going to be a disaster, but. Pum pum. You have to hold that. So don't go yum pum pum pum. Don't give it away. I often say when it's a surprise rest, you have to go toward the rest, not the last note. Dun 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 rest. You know, that's your destination, not dum pum pum pum, not the last note. So let's go toward the rest and see what happens. Hear a much bigger crescendo. Where you leave off should be the same as the next thing. Yep. Yeah. And then when you finally reach it, yum pum pum pum, yum dun dun dun, much more. All the notes for me. And then later, again, it gets too soft to like right here. If you want to do an echo here, that's your choice, but can you start around here and then really think about singing those notes? Better, thank you. So, and I like to sort of do these. It's sort of when the string player goes do 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 do, and then the next one, that's different. It's legato, and then it's like bassoon and something else, you know. Sort of separate the texture. Can I just hear that? Very legato. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's going to the second B. Yeah, so and then these B's are less important. That's what I really want to hear. So yeah, just play. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, yeah. You're doing the legato. Make sure, boom, 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 boom. I can hear that part. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. A little. I am starting to hear things, and there's lights coming out of the piano now, right? Before it was kind of, sometimes it was so dim. I was like, what am I looking at? But now, I'm seeing the sparkles happen. So, really circle the lines where it's going, and think about that. This is really the same deal. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da. Can I go from there? Okay. It's a beautiful sound, but I need more protein in the sound. Not. I know it's piano, but piano doesn't mean weak. One more time. Yeah, it's so much better. That's much better. Thank you. Now there's, with that quality, you can tell a story, and then, people can really come with you and then, do that back and forth communicating. Okay, there's this delicious suspensions that are going unnoticed because we're not squeezing our fingers. I would like to hear them a little bit more. So. All these small movements need a lot of attention. It's coming down. So when you start, it has to be more. So this is coming down. So even though it's a piano, again, jump up so we have somewhere to go. One more time. 30% more sound. Okay, right now, left hand and right hand are about the same dynamic. Right hand has to whoop, bring it up quite a bit. Okay. Much better. I prefer that. Now, of course, I may just shoot out the other direction, but there's lots of things happening. It just needs to be ironed out a little bit. So, it's a papaya. All of these busy things are sort of becoming really big, but the destination is the thing after that. Bum, 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 dun, dun, ta-yum. Don't die away here. And ta-yum, bum, pa-yum, bum, bum, bum. Continue from your, so these are very expressive. You like these passages, don't you? Yeah, that's what we tend to do. We like it and then we play it louder. So make sure, I'm gonna just draw. Sometimes it's easier to see. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw dynamics. Let's try one more time. Yes. Param pam param tan taran tan taran. Okay, that's the thing. You came down, right? And then suddenly you're loud again. That cannot happen. This point is the lowest point. So if you want to play this loud, this cannot come down. Yeah? So they're all connected. So make sure, just for me, can you play this quite strongly? And let's get rid of this decrescendo I drew. And then go into this one. From here, very loud. Okay, I like it better. So, if I never heard this piece before, I would be sure that you're going to end like togo 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 togo. Of course, Haydn's not going to do that because he wants to play jokes on you. So here, when it comes back the last time, you know, this is almost like a challenge. Like someone should laugh out loud in the audience. It's like, oh my God, it's back again. It's like, we thought we got rid of this one already. It's back for the last time, and then it's hee hee hee. It's like, I win, right? So there's something incredibly comical at the end, or you know, something very clever. So it cannot, and the punchline can't be so soft. Yeah? It's, and then maybe just at the end, it's like a little mouse that he runs away. But not, don't give it away again. Yeah? So not this. And then I've been noticing that it's this one, that the third one that you miss. It's the cadence that resolves into E minor. So dominant, tonic. So don't miss those. Yum bum bum. So I'm gonna do this against the directions. We're gonna do a subito piano. Let's see what happens, just for me. And then I'm gonna put mezzo forte here, and then make sure you play this. Your favorite. Start here. Get to the end. Let's see it. Okay, and one more thing, while you stopped. Not, this is too loud. Not, so make sure the B's when you practice are not so loud. But for now, you can play loud. Yeah, that's good. We need a little Tinkerbell light. Isn't that? Oh, where'd she go? Pum, pum, pum. Make sure it has a little sparkle at the end, just the last three. Yeah. More pinky, less thumb. And let's make it equal now. Pum, pum, pum. Yeah. Good. Da-da, yum, pum, pum, pum. Oh, the third one had no sparkle. Yeah, good. I like that better. That's plenty soft. Yeah? So I think you have lots of ideas. Make sure we can hear them. You know, it's so important. Play toward that last, we always say that last row that can't hear anything, you know, because they're far from the stage. So make sure you're always projecting. Listen for that nucleus in your sound. I think it's very important. Thank you so much. Thank you. Going down?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well done. That was so spirited. So many textures, lots of surprises, different kind of humor here. You know, sometimes I wish the accents had a little bit more bite, little more nail in the sound. So instead of pum, pum, da, pa, ga, a little more secco, maybe a little less pedal. It might have something to do with pedal, but it might be the attack. Sometimes you have an accent and it's always a very nice sound with its rounded edges. Pum, pum. It's a very healthy sound, but I wrote evil. I wanted a little more evil or a little more maybe spiky. I wrote all these words. Instead, just start it over for me. Let me hear it again, just the beginning. So instead of this kind of, just a little, like rose thorns, you know. Can I hear just a tiny more jab, like?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So it's not down, but always up. So it's not comfortable at all. Pa, pa. But I don't want to make it so loud. Let's hear it again, just the left hand. Yeah, at the right hand now. Let's hear it. So there, I kind of like the. Put a little pedal down. Let me hold on. So instead of like, ooh, very low. Instead of this sort of, just a little more rhythmic quality. Maybe. Oh, it's hard to do. Just something like do ti instead of you know, some electricity there. Don't just have it be comfortable. Let's just do that. A little less pedal. Let's hear it. Yes, I like that much better. It's much more nervous because it's gonna go. Kind of want a little more cushion on this chord. So instead of I love this. Oh, delicious. Just stay there just a while longer. Can you just play from there? Oh, I know what it is. I need more of this. Yeah. And then not only that, I lose this a little bit. So it's not. It's a fall away from the tree. What am I doing? Playing with the left hand. So just play that. What I just did. Yeah. And then now play it, everything, and then enjoy that first chord. Better. Make sure they don't clump. Not I feel like, for me, it's a less ornamental. Yum, ta-da-da-dum. You know, all this Spanish stuff like ya-da-da-da, you know, ta-da-da-da is so expressive. I would make it not so fast if it's possible. Okay, I love that note, but that has to be the catalyst for this one. This is where you explode, not on the bottom. I know it's really hard. People don't know how hard this is. And I need, just in general, all the chords, I'm sort of the pinky police. I need much more pinky. All these clashy chords. I always say you have to know what you're clashing against. So you gotta bring out the top against everything else. Dun, da, 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 tum. Can I just hear that? That's very important. Now let go of the top chord. Yum! Okay. You know what? The bottom is way too loud. Okay. I can't hear the top if the bottom's that loud. So just the healthy pump. Get to the top. Not so much on the bottom. Yeah, good. Almost perfect. And then I need that clash. So make sure. Can I just hear the right hand? Just instead of, can I hear more the top? Yeah. Like. I know. I guess the bottom. Are you bringing out the bottom currently? Is that what's happening?
I'm trying to bring out the top as well.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Must be much easier to play this with an orchestra. I was just listening to the orchestra version on the way here, walking over here. And it is so colorful, but I guess that is one of the challenges. We want to get as much color and clash and spunk and personality as possible. All those, I sort of circle the top. Pop, pop. I kind of wish that would be a little more obnoxious. What if I do this? Don't get in hurry to go back down. Dun 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 pop pop dun dun dun. Not a whole beat, but you don't have to rush back down.
Okay.
Just make sure, it's like throwing yourself on the wall. Make sure you hit the wall before you turn around. What a strange thing to say. Okay, try this one for me. Pum pum pum. So I think the second one's too loud. Pum pum. So it goes pum pum pum. This is the surprise right now. Make sure this is 1, 2, 3. 3 is the loudest. One more time. Yeah, good. I like that better. And then it's like bee sting. Pum pum. Yum. Top, much more top all through that, I would prefer. And then the nightmare of the repeated notes. This is why I stopped playing this piece, because sometimes you go to play a recital somewhere, and then you get to a really bad piano that doesn't do the repeats, and then you look like an idiot. Even though you can do it just fine in a backstage piano. So this piece really you have to land on a really good instrument. All Ravel, actually. Your repeated notes are good. What interrupts it, I'd like to hear the top of the wave. It goes up, and then I don't hear the top. I hear going up, going down, but I don't see the peak. Can you just play that? I need to hear the A. That's the top. Yeah. Not. It gets. One more time. I want you to go. Stop there. One more time. Can you go into the keys for the A? Can you try that? You know what? Maybe the option is go up and then maybe you hit it on the way down. I'm wondering, it could exist as the end of it going up or beginning of it coming down. I still don't hear it. I'm just looking for, I want to hear the, you know, that. Can you do just slow ones? Yeah, you go like this. This is strong and then that is weak. So it's 4. That's the problem probably. So just play that for me. Yeah. Add the rest. Yeah, good. Now I hear it. I don't know, it's very subtle, but these waves don't make any sense if it doesn't crash on top, you know. Yeah, so just make sure you hear those, you know, big top, little top. And then, now let's get to the monologue. I really like how you do the monologue and the dom, beam, boom, ding, doo, 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 and then like the chorus that responds to it. That worked really well for me. Sometimes I wish there was a little bit more momentum in between some notes. Go a little bit toward A a little bit more, because all that repetition is for the sake of that next note. One more time. Yeah. Don't die. Not. Yeah? And then let's look at this one. There are 2 turns, and there has to be a reason why there's 2 of them, not just one. So something has to happen here that makes you want to do a turn, another turn. So think about that. Just play from here one more time. Good. And then that one. I know it's bass clef. How embarrassing for me. This has to. You have to gather up everything, all the calories you had at lunch, going from this D to an E. Yeah. Because he could have just gone da ya da 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 da, but he was ta da ya. Yeah. So that E. I need something extra there. The last one. Yeah, good. For me, the run is a little fast. The fight a little bit, like you don't want to come down, but you keep tripping, you know, down the stairs or something, not like whee, you know, down. So have that a little friction. Yeah? These, again, I'm a treble police. Again, right hand, I'd like it to be voiced a little bit when it's in unison with the left hand. Can you try it? I'm gonna listen to it again. I think it sounds good, but not. It's a pa. Yeah. Make sure your hands are very, very heavy. Just play that for me. Palm. Left hand's too loud. A little more right hand. Okay, hold on. I don't know how it's go over there. I like this better than this. So that's there, and then palm, palm, right hand, and dun, dun, dun. So I kind of like that opposites. I know it's tempting to, maybe once you can do left hand. You know, you can switch it around too. You know, left hand voicing, but that's just my opinion. And then I think you did it pretty straight. I kind of want a little schmaltz there. So something, yeah, try it.
Okay.
If you hate it, it's like, you know. Yeah, good. I think I would lean on the a little bit longer in the beginning, if anything. From my Dufaya, there's a Nights in the Gardens of Spain that has a lot of it's all that kind of stuff, and maybe once you can sort of play around with the rhythm a little bit. This grew a little bit too fast for me. Put a seatbelt on. Don't get too loud, too fast, too soon. And then all of that, this is your arrival. Make sure you arrive there. Let's hear it one more time. I'm gonna just put this as mezzo piano, see what happens. I almost want this to be, I know it says très expressive, a little, almost violent. It's very it's very, very sort of under control. I kind of want this to explode, like sort of hysterical. But I know it takes a lot of work to get to a hysterical point. This would be one of the, I don't know, metronomic spots for me. I mean, I'm sort of a metronome addict. I think more than maybe 70% of my practice sessions are with metronome, and this would be like, I would be all over this. This would be, you have to connect it to the part before. Don't start at the da 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 da. This has to be sort of one thing. So start before, and push the speed beyond what you want, because this is the kind of spot that once it goes, it's very unpleasant to put a break on. So make sure it's very easy. And all of those chords tap for me. You know, all that, so many notes, but I really want that light from the top. And then ta-da-da-da again, and arrive, same deal. Always arrive. And here, I kind of wanted to hear a little grouping. It just sounded like dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding. So 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let us know what the rhythm is. Yeah, that was good. Yay! That's the same deal as dum bum bum, but there's more notes and somehow you're making a bigger deal out of it. You know, before we did 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that really does work. And how are your gliss?
No, I go like
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that. Like this?
this. You're like that.
I always did this and just had terrible, and then it's just like, oh, flip. Peace sign and then flip. Never thought about that. Very clever. Maybe I should work on this again. That sounds fun. Okay, all this, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, again, if you can bring out where the top is, but yeah, there's bigger things to worry about here. There, pum. Make sure you arrive at the end. Yeah, again, I had a lot of places where I just wrote top. Dun, dun, dun. Just the right hand. Can you try it?
Sure. So.
Yeah. I think this kind of touch is making it hide. I think it has to pop. Try it. Going into the keys instead of down. Can you try that once? And
So. I'll go.
yeah. So your weight is now in the middle of the hand like this, but can you just poke forward with instead of and instead of somehow lighter, like it's almost staccato instead of, it's like not down, but so pum 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 ta yum pum pum. We hear that top. Try playing the top staccato ones. Let's see what hand shape you're doing then. Yeah, good. Now add the second finger. Okay. And instead of this, I need a lot less, not. Yeah, so that's the least voicing. Now I can hear the pinky, but it's almost shadowed by your first finger. Yeah, number 2. Yeah. It's hard to bring out those pinkies and make them pop as much as possible. Same thing. And that chord, I'm used to hearing that very dry. Can you just play this measure?
Sure. So.
I don't know who's marking this. It does say sec for dry. Maybe can you just let it go? Maybe if you want to keep the pedal on, but not ta, but yum. Get rid of it. Can you try that once? Yeah. And then I don't know. Maybe and put the pedal down for me. And then not. Don't sit on it. Like a harp going prang, and then let it go. Just that chord. Yeah, good. Now, make it sound like there's a crescendo to the top. Prang. Good. Yeah, I like that better than sitting on it. I don't know. You experiment. Listen to the orchestra rendition. I can't remember exactly what happens there, but that would be a good indication of what what instrument Ravel had in mind. Do you remember?
I don't really remember.
Oh, yeah. Me neither. So that's something, it's really useful when composer writes a piece in two instrumentation. It gives us a better idea of, those questions that you have. It might be this, it might be that, and then you look at the orchestra section, it's like, oh, it's very clear. Okay, pedal. I need all of those different. From here? Good. That's much better. It's already like so many notes. So if you can flutter like crazy, do that however fast you can. And I saw you doubting yourself for the last chord. You were like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I saw the worry in your eyes. It's a point where do you worry sometimes that you won't get to the last chord? Or are you relieved? Or was that a relief look?
Probably both.
Yeah. Last two measures. Let me see it again. You're getting to the chord before you play. Is that the plan?
I guess you need to envision it. Yeah.
You can take more time. I mean, it does say don't take time. Shoot. Let's see. I feel like if you're here, you lose energy. So it has to be. You have to explode as soon as you have the notes in between your fingers. And do you hold it?
I hold it for like a beat and then
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it more dramatic so you have that exit at the end. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah. My teacher always said, when you're in doubt, never down. It's always up. If you sit on it, you could just like arrive at a completely wrong thing. But if you want to hold it, you hold it on the way up, not that don't hold it down. Just play this chord once for me. Go up. Have the notes in your hands. It's the wrong chord. It's over here. Over here.
I think
It's over here. Okay. Here. Just play this for me. In.
Okay. So.
Good. That one's good. With the bottom. One more time.
Okay.
Were you doing down before, or did we change anything?
Wait, sorry. What?
When you played the first time, were you holding on to it?
Oh yeah.
So this is different, right? Does it feel easier?
It feels more powerful.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching the Grant Park Music Festival's Visiting Masters program today. You can find all of our masterclasses online at gpmf.org. We hope to see you again soon.